Alright, here goes nothing. Have you been feeding them babies? Ouch. Let's find out. Let's look for some babies. Make sure they're none dead. Oh, I hear them. Have you been feeding these guys, huh? Let's look at the bellies. Well, they're not big and fat, but they don't look like they're starving either. Oh, this one's got a little bit of a wrinkle. He's looking okay though. Yeah, I think they're looking okay. We'll leave them with her for a little bit longer. It's about 11:30 now, so she should have fed them already. I'll cover them back up. I'm gonna go compare them to the other doe's litter. Ow! I have to fit through that hole. Hey, sweetie pie. Oh yeah, they're doing okay. But let me pick one up. Come here. Oh, they're so active. So they're not looking too much different. It looks like they've got a full belly. Incidentally, baby rabbits can live for about 72 hours without food. So, just, if it ever becomes an issue, you should be okay. If your doe dies or something, or maybe your next doe is due, in a couple of days or something. If you keep them warm, chances are that you may still be able to save some of the kits if the mother dies during birth, which does happen sometimes. I've never had it happen, but sometimes it does. So we're going to keep an eye on these little babies over here, and keep an eye on this new mother over here. And if it just so happens that she takes care of these, wait, are you still pulling fur? She's still pulling fur, it looks like. Either that or she's eating the fur that's in the nest. She did eat the placentas, by the way. They're all gone. So we'll see if she becomes a good mama, and see if she learns anything from maybe raising these little babies here. But I'm going to go ahead and breed her. And I'm going to breed her to this feller. They look very similar. But I noticed upon reviewing the footage that I took of her dead kits that all of them were really big. And I'm wondering if I don't maybe breed her to, a much smaller buck, if she'll do better. Because I've been breeding her to that feller. And he's a big old guy. He's a big old New Zealand. He's my main breeding buck. Let me get you better. You guys, you've met Smudge before. You can actually see him now because the sun's not out. Getting ready to rain. But you've all met Smudge. And I'm thinking that he is just too big. And he's given her babies that are too big. So for her third try, I'm going to try and make it a little easier on her. And I'm going to set her over here with our little guy. I think he probably weighs less than she does. But I know that they're both real pretty rabbits. They look, I swear, they look almost identical. So they may come out, any babies may come out looking just like that. So he's a mini Rex. And she's got standard fur. She's a New Zealand mix. And I may get a couple of Rex furs out of it. So let's see. It's perfectly safe to rebreed after a couple days after a birth, because the females come into a pretty strong heat those next couple days. So if she doesn't let him, then I'll just try again tomorrow. But she should let him, and I'm not sure. Yeah, she let him. So this is natural. He pulled some of her fur out. Goodness, ladies aren't going to like you for that. But see the difference? See how small he is compared to her? Hopefully that's going to be good. So this is normal. In the wild, she'd have her kits and she'd leave them and she'd go out and get rebred again. And since this is her third and final try, I thought I'd just go ahead and get it over with. She shouldn't have any trouble feeding. That's assuming she is feeding the ones that I've given her. She's actually presenting perfectly fine for him, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him have her, and I'll mark it down on my calendar. I'll probably do it again tomorrow just in case, but did you miss? Oh. I see her lifting. There we go. You keep pulling her fur out. That's not very fair. It might just be because her fur's loose from kindling. But yeah, that's that. I'll let him have her one more time, and then I'll put her away. If you've noticed, I took the food, took his water out so that in case she decided to make him chase her, she wouldn't bump her eyeballs on anything sharp. We'll see what happens in 30 days with you, baby girl. And here's a sneak peek on the next thing that I'm working on. You guys might have heard him in the background. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! Look at them! Get back in there. Get back in there. Little butthole. Here we go. Oh, you're just gonna stare at me and be like, man, what are you watching for? You sick, you pervert. What's wrong with you? Gotta make sure you're doing your job, boy. I'm the pimp in this situation. Is that what's considered flirting?